I made a video about this once before, but I'm making another because I think it is very important to get this information out there to as many people as I can. Communist rules of revolution. The following rules to take over a country were written by the Communist Party in the early 1900s. It was found in Europe in 1919. So this has been their published plan for a very long time, 100 years. Number 1, corrupt the young. Get them away from religion. Get them interested in sex. Make them superficial. Destroy their ruggedness. We have seen this happening in America for decades now, with the attack on Christianity, any film or TV program that we have seen come out of Hollywood, especially in the last decade, the rise of the reality stars, and putting any boy showing any type of aggression immediately on Ritalin. Number 2, get control of all means of publicity. 50 years ago, 100 companies owned our media enterprise. Today, these media companies are all owned by 6 major moguls and only push propaganda and divide America. Number 3, get the people's minds off their government by focusing their attention on athletes, sexy books, and plays, and other trivialities. This has only been exacerbated by social media swarming our society with time-wasting nonsense and free sex. Number 4, divide the people into hostile groups by constantly harping on controversial matters of no importance. We see this every day. The mainstream media literally has spent the last month or two non-stop on Stormy Daniels or other trivialities. Yesterday, the Korean War basically came to an end. A war where American lives were left on the battlefield. Yet Stormy Daniels' attorney got more time on the mainstream media. What does that tell you? Number 5, destroy people's faith in their natural leaders by holding the latter up to contempt and ridicule. Look at the way the mainstream media has portrayed Donald Trump and the right as a whole. If anyone does not agree completely in line with every single talking point of the mainstream media, they're a fascist or a Nazi. Meanwhile, these are the people instituting the fascist ideals. Number 6, always preach a true democracy, but seize power as fast and ruthlessly as possible. This is why the Democrats want to allow illegal immigration and expand voting rights to children as young as 16 years old. Remember, every illegal alien that comes to this country is taking the spot of the law-abiding immigrant waiting online. By encouraging government extravagance, destroy its credit, produce fear of inflation with rising prices and general discontent. Since the 1960s, America has instituted more and more programs that we as a country cannot afford. Politicians put this cost of these programs onto our future generations piling them up on top of each other until finally the economy will suffer. They've been piling these programs on top of each other for over 50 years now. And we are now $20 trillion in debt. Number 8, foment vital strikes in vital industries, encourage civil disorders, and foster lenient and soft attitudes on the part of the government toward such disorders. Ask yourself, cumulatively, all of the protesters you have seen in the past year take to the streets again and again, how many work days have been missed over this period? That is millions upon millions of work hours, taxable income that has been lost to the federal government. Pile up programs, bring down revenue, destroy an economy. Number 9, by specious argument, cause the breakdown of old moral virtues, honesty, sobriety, confidence, faith in the pledged word, and ruggedness. Again, we see this every day out of the mainstream media and Hollywood production companies. Number 10, cause the registration of all firearms on some pretext with the view toward confiscating them and leaving the population helpless. This is their final step. It makes their enemies weak. This is where the term useful idiot is truly defined. Millions of Americans, especially our young, are falling for this. They do not realize the danger in disarming the citizenry. Ask the Jews of 1937 Germany. Wake up, America. We are being played right along the communist playbook. What I have just read was written in 1919. It's no secret